morning, everyone, and I hope you're having a beautiful Tuesday. The weather's looking a little bit better here. It's pretty windy, but at least there's no snow, and I hope that you're enjoying some beautiful weather wherever you are. This morning, let's go ahead and start with our good morning song before we move on to our days of the week song. Are you ready? All right, let's do it. Good morning, how are you? How are you? Very well, I thank you. Very well, I thank you. How about you? How about you? Spanish. Buenos días, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias, muy bien, gracias. ¿Y usted? ¿Y usted? Ready for days of the week? Here we go. Days of the week. 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 There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week. Days of the week. Days of the week. Days of the week, days of the week. Nice job, everyone. So, do you remember what the day was yesterday? It was Monday. So if yesterday was Monday, what day does that mean it is today? Go ahead and say it if you know. Today is Tuesday. Do you hear the sound that I'm saying at the beginning of the word? Say it with me. And listen really hard. Tuesday. What sound do you hear? Go ahead and say it. And that's T. T says t. Now the month is March. Can you say it with me? March. What sound do you hear at the beginning of the word March? Go ahead and say it. That's right. And today is the 24th day of the month. Do you remember how we do the year? Let's do it together. Ready? Arms out. The year is 2020. The year is 2020. Nice job. So we write 2020 for 2020. Today's lesson is what is your idea? And we're going to read a book about that. But first, I want to know if you know what the word idea means. Do you know what that is? The word idea means to have a thought about something. Maybe your idea is about somewhere to go, or something to watch, or something to make. That is what it means to have an idea, to think of something. So we're going to read this book. I love this book. It shows how important and powerful an idea is. So it's called, What Do You Do with an Idea? Now, the name of the story is called our title. The title tells us what the name of the story is. This story is written by Kobi Yamada. That is a person who wrote the story, so they are called the author. It is illustrated by May Bessam. The illustrator is a person who does what? Do you remember? They draw the pictures. All right, let's get started. One day, I had an idea. Where did it come from? Why is it here? I wondered. What do you do with an idea? See his little idea? Right there. At first I didn't think much of it. It seemed kind of strange and fragile. Fragile means that it could break easily or be destroyed. I didn't know what to do with it, so I just walked away from it. I acted like it didn't belong to me. But it followed me. I worried what others would think. What would people say about my idea? I kept it to myself. I hid it away and didn't talk about it. I tried to act like everything was the same as it was before my idea showed up. See, he's trying to hide it away. But there was something magical about my idea. I had to admit, I felt better and happier when it was around. See a little smile on his face. He looks happy. It wanted food. My idea, it wanted to play. Actually, it wanted a lot of attention. I wonder why his idea wanted so much attention. What do you think? It grew bigger and we became friends. Do you see him carrying it there in his backpack? I showed it to other people, even though I was afraid of what they would say. I was afraid that if people saw it, they would laugh at it. I was afraid they would think it was silly. I bet that wouldn't make him feel good at all. And many people did. They said my idea was no good. They said it was too weird. They said it was a waste of time and that it would never become anything. It looks like that made him pretty sad. And at first I believed those people. I actually thought about giving up on my idea. I almost listened to them. He almost decided to leave his idea behind and not think about it anymore. But then I realized, what did they really know? This is my idea, I thought. No one knows it like I do, and it's okay if it's different and weird and maybe a little crazy. I decided to protect it, to care for it. I fed it good food. I worked with it. I played with it. But most of all, I gave it my attention. My idea grew and grew, and so did my love for it. I wonder why his idea started to grow. Why do you think his idea was growing and growing? I wonder if it's because he was thinking about it. I built my idea a new house, one with an open roof where it could look up at the stars, a place where it could be safe to dream. Do you think an idea could come from a dream? I bet it could. I liked being with my idea. It made me feel more alive, like I could do anything. It encouraged me to think big, and then to think bigger. It shared its secrets with me. It showed me how to walk on my hands. Because, it said, it is good to have the ability to see things differently. Ability means you are able. You can do something. So it meant that this little boy could now see things differently. I couldn't imagine my life without my idea. And look how his world is changing. Then one day something amazing happened. My idea changed right before my very eyes. It spread its wings, took flight, and burst into the sky. Look at his world now. It's beautiful. I don't know how to describe it. That means explain it or talk about it. But it went from being here to being everywhere. It wasn't just a part of me anymore. It was now a part of everything. So everywhere he looked, he saw his idea because it got bigger and bigger. And then I realized what you do with an idea. You change the world. Look how different his world is now. Do you remember what his world looked like at the beginning of the story? Let's take a look. This was when he first had his teeny tiny idea. Do you see what's missing? Color, that's right. There's not as much color in his world. He doesn't seem quite so happy. And it looks like the idea is in charge with the crown on its head. But he spent time with his idea. He fed it good food. He took good care of it. He let it change, and he changed with it. And then his world changed. It was more beautiful and bright, and look, he was in charge of his idea. He had the crown on now. We can all have ideas that can change the world. All it starts with is one small idea, just like in our story. It doesn't have to be anything big. What's important is that when you have an idea, you understand how special that is and how different it could be. And it's important that when you have an idea, you spend time with it. You think about it and you let it grow and change just like you. That's all for our story today. And I hope you really enjoyed it. I love that story. It reminds me how important and special my ideas are. Even if others think that my ideas are silly, I know that they're special to me. Next, we're going to do some phonology. So let's get ready for our letters, letter names, and letter sounds. Are you ready? Here we go. A. A says ah. Ah, ah, apple. B. B says b. B, b, ball. C. C says k. K, k, cactus. D. D says d. D, d, dive. Pretend like you're a dolphin. E. E says eh. Eh, eh, elephant. Show me what a good elephant you are. F. F says f, like finger. Good. G. G says g. G, g, gulp. H. H says h, 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 hand. I says I, 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 igloo. J. J says j, 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 jump rope. K. K says k, 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 key. L. L says ooh, lollipop. M. M says mm. N. N says no. O. O says octopus. Good job. P. P says p, p, penguin. Q. Q says qu, 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 queen. R. R says rainbow. S. S says s. Snake. T. T says t. Here we go. T, t, time out. U. U says up. V. V says v. Volcano. W. W says watch. X. X says x. Ready? X, x, x. Y. Y says yes. And Z. Z says z. Zipper. Nice job, everyone. Next, we're going to do some phonology, so make sure you check out the next video.